Greetings, how's it going, y'all? Kalanar here, and today we are going through my 5-item checklist to have an effortless, easy, and smooth league start to get you crushing through to maps and to making currency and having fun with your build. So right off the bat, we have character. What's your name? What's your build? And do you have a fallback? Character name, I like just writing down 2 to 5 names on a piece of paper or typing it up on a notepad so that when I hit character select, and pick whatever class I'm going to go with, I can just blast through and not waste any time. It's the worst thing in the world when you're trying to get names and just you end up with something frustrating or with like 16 digits after it that you're not happy with. But similarly, if you have not heard of Path of Building, or POB as people call it, it is a tool that helps you out plan skills, skill gems, links, items, things that you'll need for the leveling process and for your final build. So I'll leave a link down in the description below, but I highly recommend using it to plan out your character, or if you just want to wing it and try out a build, then we can skip right on to fallbacks. So this is especially important if you are trying out one of the new skills like Reap, Exsanguinate, whatever it is. If it's not working quite how you want it, instead of fumbling and trying to figure something out in the moment, just take 2 minutes, 5 minutes to think, okay, what would be something I can swap to temporarily or permanently that might still work with my build, or I can swap to until I get better gear or until I can figure things out a little bit better. Highly recommend it. It'll save you time and it'll make things really breezy to continue leveling through. So talking about leveling, second step, progression. So what gems are you going to be using? We had talked about Path of Building a moment ago. It's something I really like to just have a full list of every gem that I'm going to need while I'm going through the leveling process and getting into endgame. So what we can have over here is PoE Roadmap. So this is a site that I really like using. Again, I'll link to this in the description, but what we can do is say that you want this build that you're following, you just grab that pastebin link, just throw it in here, click submit. It might take a few minutes to load depending on how many people are slamming in here. But what this tells you is all of your important Path of Building information right here in one page. So this will tell you what is a drop, what isn't available to your class, what levels you can get it at, and what levels and stat requirements there are, as well as the names of the quests. So this is huge so that you don't have to dig into like a wiki and find out where you need to get stuff. It's just all here, all in front of you. And this also shows you your weapon links or your item links. And this also shows you if you have any uniques in the build. The other important thing that I like is you can see some stuff is disabled. This will tell you if you're not currently using it in like your endgame setup. So this can be really helpful to see what you need for leveling, and then you kind of taper off late game. So the next one that we have is goals. So goals, I like set. I know that some people think this is cheesy, but it really helps me out. And just writing down 2 or 3 things. What do you want out of day 1? What do you want to try and get better at this league? What are you trying to do the first week? Just having that in front of you keeps you focused on what you want to be doing. You've already decided this and you just need to stay on track. So for me, I try and just get through the acts a little bit faster each time. I try to remind myself that I need to be looking out for sales that might be good early on, and just have like a good successful day 1 to start myself off for the league. But this can be anything. But honestly, writing it down on a sticky note, typing it up, it doesn't matter. Just throw it on a second monitor and have it in front of you. I guarantee it'll help you. Then so that's point 3. Point 4 is prep. So how are you actually going to execute on these goals? It's fine saying I want to get through all of the acts an hour faster. How are you going to do that? So it just gets you thinking of, okay, maybe I need to research this. Maybe I just need to kill less monsters. Maybe I need to stop standing in town talking to vendors quite so much. Whatever it is, think about how you're actually going to do those goals so that you can take small steps towards them. The other things here, I like going into standard the day before a new league, making sure that all of my premium stash tabs, if you have any, are in the right order of how I like them. So right when you start the new league, your stash is already ready, waiting to just get currency and different items slammed into it as you are progressing through leveling. The final thing here, we'll swap back over to the browser, is Filter Blade. So if you have not heard of filterblade.xyz, again, I'll drop a link down in the description. It helps you make sure that all of your filters are organized the way that you like them. So for strictness, I always like starting with at least semi-strict, sometimes strict, depending on what build I'm doing. You can just select your style, changes all the colors down here if you haven't seen it before, but just download it and make sure that you can jump in and start using it right away. So the last thing we have, so step 5, we're taking a jump out of the game, and this is about you. You are awesome, and I am excited for you having a super smooth league start. And one of the things that I have found myself really enjoying is just take like an hour the day before and clean up your desk, get any like stuff out of the way. So if you want to like slam a plate of food on your desk, there's room for it. You're not going to, knock over a thing of papers or spill anything. And I actually prep like 2 different meals that I can have over the course of the weekend. So I'll just cook a little bit the night before, or at least, get some chili or whatever things I'm going to heat up from the freezer. Make sure that they're there. Make sure I have some snacks that I can just throw on my desk. And make sure that that's all accessible. So when I jump up to take a break, I'm not trying to figure out what I'm doing and wasting time because, I want to get back in and I'm going to be streaming. But a lot of people just want to go eat food, run back to their desk, and then keep playing, right? Especially when you're in a group, things like that. So I highly recommend it. If you have laundry to do, just throw laundry in. It only takes like 30 minutes or an hour the night before. And you can just solely focus on the game. So that's my 5 things that I do before the league start that help me just not worry about stuff, have a super smooth, enjoyable process, have fun with new skills, have fun with the new mechanic, and just keep myself on track to where I want to go to set a good foundation for the league. So I'm hell of excited for whatever you guys are going to be doing, and I'm going to be streaming on Twitch Friday for sure at league launch. I'm going to be streaming at some point throughout the weekend. I don't have that exact schedule, so if you are interested in hanging out, you can follow me or jump into the channel over at twitch.tv/KalanarTV. Again, link down in the description, and I hope to see you there. But regardless, I'm excited for you. Take care of yourself, drink water, and good luck on your adventures.